Two things just to notice real quick. One, you notice that on the first page, there's 6 problems. Did you know out of 6 problems on the first page, 4 of them deal with health? That means that God trying to tell us something. Health is important. In fact, health is so important that every letter that the minister writes to us, he always opens it up in the same way. May this letter find you in the best of what? And what's he telling us? See, the synergism, meaning when health and spirit are operating at the same time in one organism, then that makes you and me an unstoppable human being. But in order for him to say health and spirit, he's putting those 2 above everything else. That's just something to think about. But then there's another thing that we notice. Out of the 34 problems, one of the problems is given its own page to itself. It's called problem number 13. Y'all ready? Let's see what it says. It says, after learning mathematics, which is Islam, and Islam is mathematics, it stands true. You can always prove it at no limit of time. Then you must learn to use it to secure some benefit while you are living. That is luxury, money, good homes, friendships in all walks of life. Y'all didn't hear me. Then he says, sit yourself in heaven at once. That is the greatest desire of your brother and teachers. These points are pregnant with a lot of truths. One, we see that mathematics is Islam and Islam is mathematics. It can be proved in no limit of time. That's one side of learning. But after learning the spiritual teaching of Islam, then we must learn how to use the mindset, the wisdom from that teaching to secure some benefit for ourselves while we are alive. In other words, if you've got supreme wisdom, let me see you bring birth to some supreme things. If you've got supreme wisdom, let me see you bring birth to a supreme business. And I want to see you with some luxury, money, good homes, and friendships in all walks of life. Then it says, sit yourself in heaven at once. That's big too. That means God ain't going to do it for us. He says, sit yourself. I've already given you everything you need. Put yourself in heaven at once. That is the greatest desire of your brother and teachers. That's giving us the criterion on how we judge who a real brother is, who a real sister is. How do you know a real teacher? It's whenever they don't want to be personally rich and not you have something too. Whatever they have, they want you to have it too. Did you hear me? I was going to say some more, but for the sake of time, we're going to keep it moving. Y'all all right? Well, now look at what it says. It says, now you must speak the language so that you can use your mathematical theology in the proper term. Otherwise, you will not be successful unless you do speak well, for she knows all about you. That's powerful. Because what we are learning is that words, you can't just say just words. Words are powerful. If the only way we're going to be successful and use our mathematical theology is if we have good communication skills, then we have to learn how to use words, not just to talk about what is, but to bring things into existence. Words are so powerful that in the Bible, in the book of John 1:1, when they were trying to figure out what in creation could be compared to a word to show how powerful words are, there was nothing in the universe good enough to describe the power of words. So it says, in the beginning was the Word, and the Word was God. The Word was with God. The Word became flesh and dwelled among men. In other words, there's nothing in the universe powerful enough to express how powerful words are but God himself. That means that whatever God can do, we can do if we speak right. In fact, it is words that Allah God brings things into existence with. Didn't it say in the Bible when it was dark and God said, let there be light? Didn't he say, and God said, let the stars adorn? He didn't just think and wish and hope. He said, right? And when he got down to make it a man, and God said, let us make man. The Holy Quran says it like this, and when Allah deems a thing, he simply says to it, kun fayakun, be. He didn't just think it or hope it, he said to it be. And it is. Do you know the minister told the rappers and the street organization heads in Chicago at the Salam a few months ago, look what he said to them. He says, if you don't have what you want out of life, it's because you're not speaking the right words. Oh, that's deep. What we find is that that words don't just describe what is, but by the law of substitution, words can actually bring into existence what is not yet here. So the Bible tells us, speak those things which are not as if though they are. Telling us that we have the power to use language to bring things into existence. So we will not be successful unless we do what? Speak well. Well, the mathematical theology in proper terms comes from language, comes from speaking well. But there's a living testimony found in the book Message to the Black Man on page 174 that teaches us how to use our mathematical theology in the proper terms. It's in a section called the Economic Blueprint. Y'all ready for this? In the Economic Blueprint on page 174, the Most Honorable Elijah Muhammad says in 5 points, point number 1, recognize the necessity for unity and group operations. You didn't hear me. In other words, to be successful, we got to come together. I got to get mine and you got to get yours is not working. We got to get out of the mindset that I'd rather have 100% of nothing than 10% of something. Wouldn't it be better for us to come together and share a little bit of a lot for a long time instead of being here 20 years later still with the dry cleaner on our mind, still with the grocery store on our mind, still with the car lot on our mind? Don't you know how many other brothers and sisters are around you that got the same idea? The Honorable Elijah Muhammad said 6 or 8 of you that believe and have like minds, pool your resources. Y'all with me? Number 2, he says pool your resources physically as well as financially. See, we like to be just an investor. So you got one person that's going to do all the work. Somebody else going to front the money. They're not going to put in no work, but they expect that they're going to get the same. No, what the messenger is telling us is that come with your mind, your money, and your muscle. Bring your time, talent, and your treasure to the endeavor. Pull all of it together, and even if you brought the money, bring some work. And if you brought some work, you still got to bring some money too. And when we work together with a mathematical distribution based upon work and idea, work and investment, then we can decide how this business is going to grow. Number 3, he said, stop wanting criticism of everything that is black owned and operated. You know that's us. We hard on black businesses, but merciful on white people. Am I telling the truth? Yes, sir. Every year, some pizza spot then got caught putting some extra sauce on the pizza, and it wasn't tomato sauce. And we swear I ain't ever going back to Pizza Hut. I never order again. 2 weeks later, we back on the phone ordering Pizza Hut. But let us go to a black-owned restaurant. And they showed us one hush puppy. This is why I don't like doing no business with no, I ain't never go. No, we should be merciful to one another. Stop wanting criticism. That means that we got to support other black businesses if we're going to be in one. Did y'all hear me? If you got to drive a little farther, so what? If you got to pay a little more, so what? That's what Jews do. In the Jewish community, $1 circulates in their community 7 to 10 times before it ever leaves the community. But in the black community, our dollar only circulates 1/10 of one time. I don't even think you can call that circulate. Because to circulate means you got to at least make a circle. You got to get a lap in. That's a 100-yard dash. And because they keep their money in their community, they can do more with little than we do with a lot. Okay, y'all understand what I'm saying? Okay, let's suppose I got a grocery store. Y'all okay. Brother Jeffrey has a supermarket. Brother Leon has the insurance business, right? Brother Fontaine, he has the dry cleaner. See, circulate, let me show you what it means. As a supermarket owner, I've got to take my clothes, my stuff to get clean by the dry cleaner. Is that right? What did you have, Brother Jeffrey? The school, right? What was it? You had a supermarket? I took your supermarket? I just trying to see if you was rolling. No. He gonna take the school now. I got the supermarket, school, what you have, Brother Leon? Insurance, cleaners. Now, Brother Fontaine's baby's got to go to the school, right? So some of the money I gave him to get the stuff at the supermarket clean, he takes some of them same dollars and gives it to Brother Jeffrey to pay the tuition. Now, Brother Jeffrey also has to keep insurance. So he has to take some of the money that I gave Brother Fontaine for the cleaners that he gave Brother Jeffrey for the tuition to get the insurance. But Brother Leon got to eat too. He got to eat now. So guess what he's got to do? He's got to bring some of the money that Brother Jeffrey gave him from the school that he got from the cleaners that Brother Fontaine got from me, and now I'm getting the money back. That's one time. That means that we're able to use the same money when we need it the most. Oh, that's sweet. Y'all still all right? Number 4, the most honorable Elijah Muhammad says, keep in mind, jealousy destroys from within. A Muslim is not a Muslim until they love for their brother or sister what they love for themselves. Did y'all hear me? That means that the code of a real believer is that we are just as happy to see you with something as I would be if I had it. So if you're riding good, I'm happy for you, like if I was riding good. If you lost weight, I'm happy for you, as if I lost weight. If you got money, if you doing good, if you making progress, I'm just as happy for you as I would be for myself. That's the way a real believer thinks. Jealousy destroys from within. Last but not least, the most honorable Elijah Muhammad says, observe the operations of the white man. He makes no excuses for his failure. He works hard in a collective manner. You do the same. If there are 6 or 8 Muslims with knowledge and experience of the grocery business, pull your knowledge, open the grocery stores, and you work collectively and harmoniously, and Allah will bless you with success. 6 or what? There's another problem. We like doing it with 1 or 2. 6 or 8. Y'all still all right? He didn't say hate the white man. He said, what? Observe. See, we don't hate the white man. We understand white people. You want to nitpick on specific incidents. But we go after the nature that produces the incident. Do y'all understand that? And at a certain point, brothers and sisters, the lions gonna have to separate from the hyenas. The chickens are gonna have to get away from the hawks. The goldfish are gonna have to get away from swimming with the piranhas. Yeah, we all bleed red blood, but so do the piranhas and the goldfish have fins. So does the hawk and the chicken have feathers and a beak. So does the hyenas and the lion have claws and fur. But at a certain point, we're going to have to get away from our enemy and clock out one last time and say, I've been here long enough and I've been observing the operations of the white man. And I done found 6 other sisters and brothers just like myself. And now we've observed it, and we've coming to work together in a collective and a harmonious way. And we're going to pull our mind, money, and our muscle together, and we're going to open up our own from this day forward. The Honorable Elijah Muhammad gave us the economic blueprint. However, a blueprint is the sketch on paper on how to achieve. Well, guess what? He's hired the Honorable Minister Farrakhan to be his general contractor. Did y'all hear me? Question is, are you willing to swing that hammer? Are we willing to be the laborers for the general contractor? To build people and build a nation for ourselves. Thank you for listening. I greet you in peace. Assalamu alaikum. All praises are due to Allah. Thank you so much, sisters and brothers.
All praises due to Allah for the Honorable Elijah Muhammad and the Honorable Minister Farrakhan. Let us give Student Minister Nuri Muhammad a well-deserved round of applause. All praises are due to Allah.
All praises due to Allah. Thank you so much, sisters and brothers. Did everybody enjoy themselves today? Everybody learn something? You got some news you can use? Let's get up and go to work, and let's build this nation once and for all. Can everybody please be seated for 1 second? Sisters and brothers, how many of you today believe that what you heard today is true and believe that it's good for our people and you'll come back and be with us again? Can we see your hand? All praises are due to Allah. I didn't say how many of you are here for your first, second, or third. I said how many of you you believe what you heard to be true. Good for, that means if you are a believer or not, you can still raise your, y'all want to try it again? Okay, we're going to do another take. Y'all ready? How many of you believe that what you heard today is true and it's good for our people and you will come back and be with us again? Let me see your hand. Okay, all praise is due to Allah. That looks better. Now, how many of you today, sisters or brothers, are here for your first time and you believe, look at that, all praise is due to Allah, and you believe what you heard to be true and you want to join on to the nation of Islam to help us in building this nation? How many of you are in that category, my sisters and brothers? Can we see your hands? My sisters, my brothers, all praises are due to Allah. Thank you so much, mighty soldiers. All of you that are here for your first time, second, third time, and you say, I don't know for sure if I'm ready yet, keep on coming. Did you hear me? Yes, sir. Keep on coming. And I ask you to do, try out the way of Muhammad. That's right. Look, for 1 month, 30-day money-back guarantee. Try out Muhammad's way for 1 week. That's right. And I guarantee you, whenever you live in accordance with the teachings of the Honorable Elijah Muhammad as taught to us by the Honorable Minister Farrakhan, that's going to be the best week of your life. And you're going to say, man, I might as well make 52 more like that. And then after that year, you might as well say, might as well make 52 more years like that. Is that the truth? So I'd like to ask all of my sisters that are here for your first time and all of the brothers that are here for your first time that have accepted this truth and would like to join on with us, if you would just come down front, sisters and brothers, I'd like to have the distinct honor as just shaking your hand. Nothing special about me, but there is something special about the man and the message that I represent. I'm talking about the Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan and the supreme wisdom as taught to us by the Most Honorable Elijah Muhammad.
All praises are due to Allah for the Honorable Elijah Muhammad and the Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan, those in the various cities, mosque and study groups. You can come down the center aisle and shake the hand of the representative of the Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan, and those that are at home, you can send us an email at noi.org. Send us your name, your address, phone number, give us a brief message. Let us know that you heard the message today and you're interested and you want to join, you want to become a member of the Nation of Islam. All praises are due to Allah for the Honorable Elijah Muhammad and the Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan.
The devil's mad and I'm so glad. Hey, come on now, that's what he used to say to church now. The devil's mad and I'm so glad he missed the soul that he thought he had.